Okay, right now we're going to talk about um, transfer with the brush palette. So let's select a brush. Now, what transfer does is transfer basically affects the opacity of the color that's being laid down on your canvas. It's how you tell Photoshop how to handle the pressure sensitivity of your tablet relative to transparency. So let's take a look at this. Let's get this over here. Um, So here's our transfer menu. Opacity jitter and flow jitter, once again, that's just a variable. If we look down here at our sample, you can see that when we slide the opacity jitter up, we see different levels of opacity on the little bitmap that's being used for the brush. Each instance of that bitmap is being used for the brush. So same flow jitter kind of does this same thing. Just add some variability as to the transparency. The one that you really want to mess with here is under opacity jitter. We want to mess with control. You typically set that to pen pressure and set that to pen pressure. Okay. Now there are times when you may want to have real extreme control over the opacity of the color as you paint. So when you want the very most control possible over the opacity of the color when you paint, you'll want to take these sliders here and bring them all the way down to 0. There are some occasions when you want to lay down color really fast, opaque color really quickly, and in those times, in those cases, you'll want to take these sliders and drag them up closer to 100%. So just to show you an example of this, I'm going to take these minimums down to 0, and so the Photoshop takes into account all the pressure sensitivity that my tablet has available, and have very fine control over the opacity of my brush stroke. And then if I move these sliders up closer to 100%, then I'm going to be laying down fairly opaque color right away, and my pressure sensitivity is almost not there.